Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you two books. This one, One Last Secret, I actually forgot to upload the video. So I thought I would redo the video. I have now actually read this book. I did do a reading sprint earlier in the week on Twitch of this book, and it hasn't taken me long to read at all. I gave this a 5-star without a doubt. It was such a good book. Just to give you a brief synopsis of what the book is about, it's called One Last Secret by Adele Parks, and it says, "Would you kill to keep it?" And it's the Sunday Times #1 bestseller. It says it's absolutely gripping by Lisa Joy and deliciously deceptive by Jane Fallon. The back cover on the synopsis says, "An astonishing achievement, Parks gets better and better" by Gillian McAllister. And it says, "One last client. A week at a beautiful French chateau should be an easy final job for Dora. She's smart, stunning and discreet. She only needs to convince the other guests that she's Daniel's girlfriend. One last chance, one final luxurious week, and she can leave the dangerous, difficult escort world because Dora has fallen in love and is ready to embrace a better future. One last secret, but as the guests assemble, it becomes terrifyingly apparent that putting her past behind her is impossible, and one last secret could cost Dora everything, including her life." From the Sunday Times #1 bestseller Adele Parks comes a blisteringly provocative novel about power, sex, money and revenge. And there's a couple of other books by the same author, Just My Luck and Both of You. I think that's her latest book, and I think she's got 2 other books coming out later this year, according to Waterstones. Thoroughly enjoyed this, definitely a 5-star, so I would recommend this one for sure if it seems appealing to you. Right, the second book that I'm about to start is The Day the Nazis Came by Stephen R. Matthews. I do have this book as well, The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I do have this book, but I'm yet to read it. I actually bought this second hand, I think I'm pretty sure I bought this from eBay. I can't remember the seller. It's one of these established booksellers that's a bit like Music Magpie, that specialise in pre-owned goods. But that's the book that I'm going to be reading next, The Day the Nazis Came. And it's in good condition as well. It's little bit like creased on the spine, but that's to be expected. But if I read you the blurb on the back: "By the time he was 6 years old, Stephen Matthews had been bombarded." Now, I apologise if I get any of these pronunciations wrong. "The Luftwaffe, and deported from occupied Guernsey along with his family to a prison camp in the heart of Adolf Hitler's Third Reich. He had seen men die in front of him and walked with Jews straight off the cattle trucks from Bergen-Belsen. He had nearly drowned, been menaced by Alsatian guard dogs, beaten by a member of the SS, stranded in a minefield, and had his hand broken by a German guard for attempting to feed Russian prisoners. The family kept going through over 3 years of imprisonment, held together by their will to survive and their love for each other. But the island home they eventually returned to had been scarred and stricken by Nazi occupation. The Day the Nazis Came is an utterly unique memoir depicting the world of Hitler's prison camps through the eyes of a child, a world in which the real dangers often seemed trivial and every day was a new adventure. Above all, it pays tribute to the preciousness of hope and shows that human kindness may flower in the unlikeliest of places." And it's a book by Bonnier Books, based in the UK. So this is a memoir, like autobiography, and there are some images inside here as well as you're going through the actual story itself. I've never read a book like this before. I do have several others that are in a series of like memoirs or by written by different people. So this is going to be the first time I've read a book of this kind. So I am intrigued as to how this is going to pan out. So this is the book that I'm going to be reading next. If you are interested in what book I'm going to be reading after this one, then please do consider subscribing and do give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.